Hey everyone, Tordak here once again. I wanted to go over today some of the defenses, mainly towers and barracks, and the differences between the two and the upgrades that you can get. Guess you start off really early on. Believe it's, yeah, right away you can do lookout towers. They do cost $5 or 5 gold bars per month, 50 gold to buy on top of other materials. They are one of the more expensive things early on in the game, and they will eat away at your monthly budget fairly quickly. They have a good range, as you can see. They do decent damage. You can stalk the people that, well, they'll use whatever weapons you have. They'll try and use the best weapons that you have. It's really your first defense early on in the game to have a couple of these around your wherever you have your trading centers. Anywhere that has large amounts of gold is a good target for raiders, etc. So it's always nice to have a lot of towers up. You can see I've got a bit of a network around. Not all of them are upgraded. The outer ones are upgraded, and that is the next target of our conversation. Monthly cost goes from 5 to 12. It still only holds 2 people. It does have a farther range, and they're harder to knock down because the raiders will run for them once they get through the walls. The little ones will get knocked down pretty easily at 650 hit points, and these ones are 1,000, which isn't much more, but they take less damage because they're made of stone instead of wood. Same thing with the fences. Fortified walls are the tier 3 version of the palisade wall, which is, I think, the tier 2. Which is decent to start, but the brick is definitely, or the stone walls are definitely way more. I would say probably like 3 to 500% harder to go through than the wood. It's not just, 1,500 hit points versus 2,000 or 2,200. It's less damage taken per hit because it's stone over wood. It's a lot of different factors, I think, go into it. It takes them quite a while to get through it, even at late tier 3, like I said in the last video, I think. I'm saving up materials to go over to tier 4. The next thing after fences is barracks. The barracks that you start off with can hold 12 people. However, it's a bit of a different system. It costs, in order to build it in the first place, I believe 10 gold. Just double check here. 5 gold per month. And it takes 250 gold to make it. However, when they're built, there's nobody in them. It costs you to man them. Every person you put in is $5 per month. As you can see, I got 6, it's 30. And over here, this is full one, it's 60 bucks per month. On top of every time you add a person, it costs you $25. They've done this, I believe, so that you cannot just add them right before, like, oh, raiders are coming, hit pause, add a bunch of people in here. It'll cost you hundreds of dollars to do that every time. So it's better to probably just leave them in there if your population can afford it. When you upgrade this, it becomes a fort with way more hit points, way bigger range, and it is, I think you also go from 12 to 18 or 20 people that you can put inside. I don't know. I haven't upgraded to the fort since the last patch at 8.0, so I don't know exactly how much that one costs when you get to that point. The upgrade costs 500 gold, but it does raise also the monthly cost, I believe, as well. That's when you're at the end game, which is quite an achievement, I think, if you're just fuddling around like me and not following templates and things that are available around online. Anyways, I think that is pretty much the best short description I can give of all the different defenses. Just make sure you overlap them as much as you can. Try and get them to double up on doors if possible, and cover each other. By doing this, you will, when they do break through the door, which they will because of the sheer numbers that end up coming at you, they'll come over towards the towers that are nearest, and they'll start trying to knock those down, while other towers that are in range will start covering them, right, and firing all over them. So they'll be firing down. Then this tower is also helping. They will try and make runs for targets like trading centers, like markets, etc. So have them all webbed around those, and you should do okay, I think, at least in the early stages. I have not yet seen the armies that can pull up to your city and demand tribute. I don't know what I'm going to do when that happens, because I only have like 18 people between the two barracks for army, myself, and a lot of little towers, but I don't know how heavily armed they are when they show up. They do, though. It's a pretty extensive system they have built into this game. It's pretty amazing. And anyways, I hope that helps some new people with making some decisions early on, and have fun playing. See you in the next video.